Welcome back to the show. I'm the Beer Adventurer.
I'm Carissa.
And on this episode, I asked for it, so here it is. Oberon versus Oberon Eclipse. Hey, if you watch these videos, you know that I like Oberon. And I've been trying these Oberon variations whenever I can get my hands on them. I think I'm going to make an Oberon, probably less. So, I got an extra Oberon and Oberon Eclipse to find out what's the difference. Okay, Oberon's 5'8", and this one, Oberon Eclipse, is 6'3". Now, this is an American wheat ale, and I'm going to pour it right here. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm just going to pour it side by side so we can see, hopefully, a color comparison. Oh, there's a huge color difference. I thought there was going to be. Yes, the citrus is much darker. Okay. All right, the citrus one is the new tulip. The other one is the regular is going to be in this like little micro pilsner. Yes, there. Now, just fair warning, Carissa's not a huge wheat beer fan. Which there are some wheat beers that I do not enjoy at all because they have too much coriander and all that rubbish. Now, we're going to put links up here to these different Oberon videos so you can watch them for more of a deep dive and more inclusive. What we're going to focus on right now is more of a what's the differences. So let's go ahead and get in there. I think the first thing, obviously, is the color difference.
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to see what the smell difference is. Now, we also, regular Oberon, the lighter colored one, is a lesser alcohol.
Lesser smell.
Yes, a lesser smell. Not a whole lot lesser, but lesser.
Lesser.
Okay.
Lesser, is that a word? Less smell.
That's Oberon. Nice, clean, slight weedy flavor. It doesn't have those coriander, the spice notes or anything like that. I like it. It's relatively mild, slightly crisp, pretty easy drinking summer beer. Mm-hmm. I actually can get the more alcohol content.
Yes.
Right off the bat, which is
Sure
only
do.
0.5%, but wow.
Was it 0.5% or was it
Half.
1.5%? Okay.
Because it's 6'3" and 5'8".
Oh, okay.
Now it does have some of that initial Oberon flavor, but then it goes straight into this
Citrusy.
big citrus.
I like it.
And drinking it after, it does have a little more boozy taste
Yes, it does.
than when we tried it just a few minutes ago.
You don't realize it until you try to get something that is less.
Let me go boot. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got a nice mouthfeel, a little bit of tingle. But boy, that aftertaste is just like all this.
That aftertaste is banging.
Just this huge, like, citrus flavor.
It evens out the wheat flavor.
Now trying it, Eclipse first, regular, it makes the Oberon seem even lighter.
It does.
A little bit more crisp, almost.
It's got a sharper note.
Yeah, sharp.
in the back end, in the aftertaste.
It's got a little bit more wheat flavor, but it's not a bad. Well, I mean, you're just
I mean, for a wheat beer, it's milder than most of them.
Mm-hmm.
But you add that citrus, and it really balances that wheat out, so you don't have that weedy aftertaste. I like it.
I mean, you can tell when you drink them together that Eclipse is a derivative.
Right.
But they do stand up on their own.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And it's enough difference that it's definitely a different beer instead of just purely a derivative.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like, I mean, it's a different beer than just like we added some citrus.
Correct. Yes.
I have a feeling like they started out with some of the like original recipe and just like ramped up, added some things and ramped some stuff up. Like I said in the other video, if you haven't seen that, I was expecting the Oberon Eclipse to be dark. Mm-hmm. I was thinking it was going to be like a Dunkelweiss or, you know, something of that nature. I was expecting it to pour brown.
Yeah.
And when it didn't, I mean, I was surprised, albeit pleasantly surprised. I know you're a Dunkel fan, but
I really like the citrus one now. I like the Eclipse.
I mean, I'm enjoying both. I don't necessarily have I like one better than the other. I can tell you do. Mm-hmm. It's just like Oberon's lighter and crisper, like maybe even a little sharper. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's really no surprise that I would like the Eclipse better because what are some of my favorite beers? Shandy's.
Yeah.
I like that citrus.
Yeah.
The citrus really does mellow out what I don't like about a wheat beer, and that's that aftertaste, that weedy aftertaste. So.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Eclipse or the regular Oberon. I just like the Eclipse better.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really sure if I really like one more than the other. For me, they really stand on their own. Let's see again. Oberon is one of my favorite wheat beers. Mm-hmm. Taking the fact that occasionally I can get the 5-liter keg.
Occasionally.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like that in the fridge, you know, over the course of a day or so. I really, you know, work on that one. And then I have this cool keg. It doesn't have those corianders and those.
That a lot of wheat beers do.
Yeah, that I'm not into.
Right.
Some of them have those clove flavors and stuff like that. I am getting more and more into a citrus wheat. Mm-hmm. I think this color really confuses me. This color doesn't say wheat beer in my brain. And then when I smell it, doesn't quite say wheat beer.
Right. It has that citrus smell.
And then when I drink it, I'm like, ooh, nice wheat beer. Really neat citrus flavors. Mm-hmm. I think one of the things that does work for me, though, is it tastes like this very nondescript citrus flavor, but it doesn't taste fake.
Yeah. No, it doesn't taste fake. Mm-mm.
There's no like candy flavor or anything like that. Mm-mm. So, I mean, it's just I've tried some of the other variations. Mm-hmm. And the variations, excuse me, are like, here's an Oberon with some so-and-so added. Now we get the Eclipse. But the Eclipse doesn't taste like, here's Oberon with a nondescript citrus.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, like, right now this is probably my favorite variation. Mm-hmm. I would definitely say. And I mean, I like them both pretty equally. I mean, I don't know which. It would be purely that instance if they were both on tap, both the same price. I'm looking over and see the tap handles, just kind of almost like coin flip which one I'd go with. I realized you would go instantly to Eclipse. More citrus flavor, more alcohol. You sound like a
There
lot.
is the more alcohol. I didn't say that. He said that.
But you would. You're like a super lightweight right now, but you're all about like, what's the high alcohol content? I'll have the double Russian Imperial.
If I've got to drink something I don't like, it needs to have high alcohol because I need to get something out of the deal.
Yeah.
But that's not the case here. So.
Right. Overall, I mean, I think we've pretty much described the two differences. And I would say they are very different beers, but you can see like the lineage. Mm-hmm. I'm really pleased with both of them, and I hope they keep the Eclipse around, at least for a while.
I do too.
I'd like to have.
I like it.
Quite a bit more of it. Yeah, it's pretty neat. And I'm pleased that, you not pretty much being like, meh, wheats. You're like, oh, this is not bad at all.
I like it.
Yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I guess I'll put some things down there in the description. There's going to be links to an Oberon playlist, so you can see all the different Oberons we've had, or I've had with various hosts and co-hosts. And hey, let's talk about it down in the subscription. Down in the subscription. No, I'm trying to tell you, you need a subscription. And you should like this video if you got this far, because,
And we'll talk about it in the comments.
That's what I was looking for. We're mixing things up. I don't think it's really worth, we've obviously rated these before.
Yeah, no.
So
I just want to see what the difference is.
I'm just thinking, you give them both thumbs up? Mm-hmm. I do. I don't know. I'll drink more. Glad I tried them. Mm-hmm. I think it is. Which one do you pick up to cheers with?
I
know. Me too. To your next beer adventure. Cheers.
Ding dong, I knew you was going to do that. Yeah, I want to see that. Go ahead.